think it's just the two, Liverpool and City. For me, I think they're a level ahead of everybody else. We've seen that with the recruitment, even the game last week, and not only the Community Shield and it's pre-season, and they're certainly not up to speed yet. I just can't see the other teams getting near them for that league title. I think there'll be obviously improvement at Tottenham, and you think United will have to be better than last year. But the simple answer in terms of winning the league, Liverpool and City, I can't see beyond it.
City, I don't think, are in doubt. They definitely finished top two. Liverpool, I just always have this little hope, maybe more than thought, that they might just dip slightly. And then you think maybe Tottenham, there's the only team that I can see that can get close to them. I don't think at the moment, I don't feel any of the other teams, Chelsea, United, Arsenal, are in a position to get close to the top two, other than maybe Tottenham if they do. The Champions League cause a problem for them, but they've got some world-class strikers.
I think losing Sterling for Man City is massive, though. I don't think people comprehend how big he is. Maybe not in front of goal, he's not clinical, but the runs he makes, he's always running in behind, and the tireless work he puts in for the team. With Haaland, yeah, it's a little bit different. He's got to get used to the system. And then there's Jesus, who we've left. Alvarez looks good, who's come in as well, and the lads have mentioned Phillips. So on paper, it probably looks like the better, but they've got to fit into the system. And we've seen it with Jack Grealish last season. It wasn't his best season. He's got to hit the ground running this season now.
You'd have to say City have got strong. Calvin Phillips, they love Alvarez, and Haaland, I think, will be world class. You just don't know the impact of Mane leaving Liverpool and Núñez stepping into that role, or Diaz or Jota making up for what Mane's done. I mean, you've talked about Mane being your favourite player for the last 4 or 5 years. You watch him a lot more than we do. But he's an unbelievable player, and he's left, surprisingly. I don't think any of us saw it a few months ago. So for me, the unknown for Liverpool, there is a little bit more of a doubt about Liverpool just because of that Mane factor and the fact that we know he's world-class. We don't know yet that Núñez is going to be world-class this season to replace him.
Players come and go, brilliant players like Mane, who has been brilliant for Liverpool, but I think the replacement, I think the other options they got, when you're a manager, what you want, certainly, particularly in the attacking positions, like we were fortunate in our career with the strikers, is different options, different personality, different dynamics to the team. So I think Liverpool have just tweaked it a little bit for all the brilliant Liverpool players have, particularly attacking players. If you look at their 3 finals they played last year, it's well documented, they didn't score a goal in the final. So sometimes you have to tweak it. Sometimes you have to lose a brilliant player just to bring in somebody different, a younger, maybe a hungrier player. Sane obviously clearly wanted to go, or else he wouldn't have left. So I don't think it's too much of a step back for Liverpool on that side of it. I still think the options they have, I looked at the game closely last week, the Community Shield, the players that were on the pitch, the players that were on the bench, the players that weren't even involved at the time, for both clubs, Man City, the strength in that they have is absolutely fantastic. And to go with that as well, they have 2 unbelievably fantastic, brilliant managers. I always look at these 2 managers, they look full of energy, they look like they've never won a trophy before, they keep that. And if that's going through the team, that hunger and desire, then it'll take some stopping these 2 teams.
My point on Haaland is, yeah, he's brilliant, but I don't see how it makes City different, better. I think it's hard to say they can be better. I mean, they scored 99 goals last season. I think in the Premier League they got 94 or 95 points. They always get them amounts of points. I don't see how they get many more points than what they normally do. They'd just be a different team. And I mean, they've lacked a centre-forward. When we talk about false nines and not playing with a striker, every team wants to play with a striker. A lot of the time, the teams who don't is maybe because they can't get one, or they haven't got a top one in the squad. And there's so many great midfield players now who can play between the lines, certainly at Man City. But it will be a slightly different Man City, it just has to be. And hopefully it will take them time to settle. We don't want City running away with the title and, you know, being 10 points clear at Christmas and things like that. But no, I still think it'll be a fight between the 2 teams, and you know, hopefully Liverpool can come out on top.
Who wins it? City.
I'm going to go for Liverpool.
Shock.
Well, do you want me to back it up?
Well, they've won it once in how many years? I mean,
well, I'll tell you why. Because Virgil van Dijk, really. So every time Virgil van Dijk has been fit and fully, you know, at his best and played a full season, Liverpool have got sort of mid-90 points. So last season he was still coming back after that cruciate. He wasn't, and that's where Liverpool lost the league. They let City go 8 to 10 points clear, I think, at Christmas. From Christmas onwards, when Virgil van Dijk was back to his best, and the goalkeeper, I should add, Liverpool looked a completely different team. And if Liverpool get Virgil van Dijk at his best, you know, this season from the get-go, I think gives them a great chance, because even though they let City go, they still it was a point.
And they got 92 points, Micah, without beating any of the top 4.
Yeah.
So if they just had a couple of those.
Yeah, but I think it's City's to lose. I think probably everyone in this room would probably agree. Probably 80% of the room would say that.
Roy, who do you think it is before we put it to the audience?
I'll go with City.
OK. Let's have a show of hands. Who thinks Liverpool will win the title? Not could. Who will win the title? 2 of you.
Are you Liverpool fans?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Manchester City?
See what I mean?
There won't be
Proper.
there won't be
Has
City
anybody
fans
not
in either.
voted?
There's no City fans in here either, is there? No.
All right, that's pretty conclusive.